are live, ladies and the people of YouTube. Nobody on YouTube yet has showed up, but so what you all can do is to chat. Oh God, 36 people already here. I'm so sorry for YouTube and everybody here who is waiting. That is 100% my fault, and I am hearing myself talk. So let me see.
Yeah, let me mute. Make sure you're muted.
Oh, you know what? One of you
might be
you
one
have
of us,
YouTube
yeah.
open. Just mute the YouTube. So someone's got YouTube open.
It's me.
Okay.
I was in the chat too, and I was like, "Oh no, we're just talking now."
I just made sure that mine was all the way down.
Thank you. Okay, perfect. Hello, everybody. Let me take.
Hi.
Okay.
Is it still going?
So ladies, I still hear my echoing. Someone has the volume on.
It's not me.
Watch it be me.
Wouldn't be the funniest thing ever.
Does anybody have YouTube open?
I do,
No.
but I know you're muted.
I don't.
Room is full. Guest is trying to join. Okay, so let me just send an email to the other ladies. Everybody, it is full now. Sorry. We'll let
Join the
you in
next.
at 7:45 is when I'll do the switch.
That sounds perfect.
Could be feedback if they don't have headphones on.
True.
yeah,
yes.
I'm still hearing an echo.
I'll find headphones. Stand by.
Okay. Okay.
They're
All
somewhere.
Okay. Great. Let me see if I'm just gonna mute you all one by one and see who it is. Let's see if that was Kristen.
It's like
me?
school.
Okay.
I have crappy headphones.
Okay. So I just muted Kristen to see if it was Kristen.
Just go away.
There's a lag. I don't think
There.
it's Kristen. Okay.
No.
Maybe it's me.
No, I just put
So who
headphones
else does not have?
Hello?
We've got another lady in. Hello.
Hi.
Is it still it's still echoing.
Maybe it's me. Can you try?
Okay. Beth, I just muted you.
Yeah.
Now, does anybody not have headphones?
Mine are in.
Who's me? Who said that? Okay, does anyone else hear the echo?
No.
No.
No?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so if no one else hears it, I'll just deal with it.
It's all in your
All right, I'll just deal with it then. Hello, everybody on YouTube. I'm so sorry we're late. It's 100% my fault. I will explain in a second. Now, let me just take a quick minute to say hello to the chat. There's XBoobTooth, Donna Mae, Mike Branch, Steven, Blackhawk, Burnout. Now, just making sure to everybody listening, how does it sound? Do we sound okay? No echo? Okay, good.
Do it sound okay?
Oh my gosh. This is so embarrassing. Extra embarrassing. Yeah, it was me. I had that. The echo. That was also 100% my fault.
Okay.
This is so embarrassing. I'm late, and then I have this echo I'm talking about for another 10 minutes, and it was all my fault. No echo to me. Yeah, it was all me. I just had this app on. So, ladies, I'm so glad you're here. And Diana, I see you. I could add you in. I actually didn't think I could. It's letting me add more people than I thought I could. Okay, so
Awesome.
everybody, these are the ladies of the 2022 women's calendar. And the way they ended up in it was I just put a shout out on Instagram. I said, ladies, send me your pictures and your stories, and I just want to feature genuine women who ride, who who are cool and have cool stories and who are relatable. And that's it. That's really it. So I'm just going to, it's 12 total, and I can't fit 12 in this live stream. So at about 7:40, I'm going to rotate some ladies out, and bring in the rest. And yeah, we're just gonna talk about them. And if anyone has questions in the chat, feel free to ask, and we will. Blackhawk says blind future drill. We will get to them. Normally I save questions beforehand, but today I'm gonna try different. I'm gonna say, let's just let the chat dictate this. The only thing I'm gonna start with is I'm gonna tell the ladies to introduce themselves, say their name, their bike, if they're on YouTube or Instagram, where you can find them, and a little bit about themselves or how they started riding, or any one of those things they feel like sharing. Okay, so who wants to go? Let's go kind of in this order, so it'll be Biker Babe, then B.Poetique, then Robin, and then going that way. So Biker Babe, Beth, you want to start?
Sure. So I started riding. My fiance convinced me. We were boyfriend and girlfriend at the time in college, and he bought a vintage Yamaha and fixed up on the front porch and was like, let's learn to ride together. And I was like, no, but he convinced me to start parking lot, putzing around in the parking lot and having fun. And then after we graduated, I actually rode that Yamaha a lot, got the carburetor fixed up and new tires, and had a lot of fun on that 250, but quickly outgrew it. Started riding my Sporty, and I have a YouTube channel and an Instagram and a Facebook and all that jazz of me riding my Sportster around. Yeah, so had a good time. Really enjoy it.
Hi, everybody. My name is B.Poetique, and I started riding in 2019. My first bike was a Honda CBR 250, and then I shortly moved up like 4 months after because I turned into a speed demon very quickly. I moved up to a 500, and I started riding because it's something that I've always wanted to do. I was little and saw someone's dad riding his bike, and I was like, I need one of those. So I decided to, finally get on board with that. I'm also on Instagram at B_Poetique, and you can find YouTube and Facebook and everything through there because the names are kind of different.
Nice. And just a pause, ladies. So I just now discovered I can put people's chat questions on the screen. So you can see that on the bottom. So if you have an answer for that and it's your turn, feel free to get to that. Or not your turn if you just want to jump in. But yeah, let's start with the intros first. And so Robin, you're next.
All right. Hey guys, I'm Robin. I go by Robin the Lady Biker on primarily on YouTube and on Instagram, but I'm also on Facebook. I'm just not as active over there. And I'm actually started riding because in about a 4-month period, I found out I got my clearance on my first round or my first brush with cancer being in remission. My youngest was about to graduate high school and move out. And we got word that my husband's job was moving us from Texas to Houston, or from Houston, Texas to California. That all happened in like 4 months. And I was like, I need something for me. So I started riding in 2018, actually on the bike that is in the picture on the calendar, which is a 2002 Fat Boy. And in like 3 weeks, it's a great bike. Yes, straight pipes. Yeah, I wake the neighbors when I start him up. Anyway, 3 weeks before the lockdown hit, I bought and picked up on my birthday weekend my 2020 Harley Road King. And in just over 20 months, I've put almost 30,000 miles on that girl, going all over the country.
Damn!
And,
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, twice cross country. I needed something that was for me, and sports cars weren't going to do it. I had to be on a bike. So,
yeah.
All right. So who's next?
Who's next? I can't.
Which way are we going?
So that's Jen Green. Jen Green Moto. You're next, Jennifer. Oh, Jennifer, we can't hear you.
Muted. No
She's
audio.
not muted. But
Oh.
we can't hear you. Oh no. Okay. Okay, Kristen, how about you go while Jen figures out her mic?
Okay. I'm Kristen. I go by Bomb Bobber on Instagram, and that relates to a group of women I deployed with called Operation Bombshell. I think, is it working?
Yeah, we hear something. Good.
I do. I hear you. Got technical support in there. Anyway, I'll finish up real quick. And anyway, so that's where Bomb Bomber comes from. I ride a 2021 Indian Scout Bobber 60. It's my very first bike, and I just started riding about a year ago. I guess I got the motivation to ride. It's kind of tacky, kind of not, but I was listening to a song by Shovels and Rope, and it was talking Unknown Legend, and it was talking about a girl riding her motorcycle through the desert with her hair blowing in the wind. And essentially I was like, I want that in my life so bad. And I got the adventure bug, and I was like, you know what, I gotta do this. So the same weekend, bought a bike, got my motorcycle license, and just started riding. So just rip the Band-Aid off, right? Don't think about it. But anyway, I'm pretty much an introvert, and this is only my second live stream in all of 20 years of social media or whatever it's been. So I'm more of a fangirl to everyone else on here, not really one that wants to speak. So that's about it for me.
Great. Jen, you want to go next? You got it working now, right?
Let's see. Can you hear me now or no?
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect. Shout out to my roommate who just helped me fix that for me. But my name's Jen, so I'm in Jersey right now, but I pretend that I'm from Philly so I can hang out with all the other girls riders who are there. And I started out on a Honda Rebel 250 right when the pandemic started. It was kind of like my impulse purchase to find a new hobby. And like many of you, I quickly outgrew it and wanted something faster and more powerful. So I bought my Ducati Scrambler, and it's been amazing. And I'm so jealous of everyone who's already done cross-country trips. So I definitely will be on the road with all of you, trying to get some more miles on there. So it's probably the end of the season for me, and I'm just about at 4,000 miles. So I'm really hype about that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And just FYI, chat, not everyone here is like cross country badasses. Some are just starting out, and some are 9-to-5ers like the rest of us. And I just want to make sure that is known, because I know one of you ladies was like, I'm like the newest rider here, and I'm like, so what? You're still riding, and you're a woman, and you're
still awesome.
you're like a genuine person, and that's all it takes to I don't know, pull me in anyways.
Yeah.
You got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Jen. Lola Leslie, you're next.
Hi. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
You're a little
Okay, good.
cutting out a little bit.
Is that better?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Is it better?
Yes.
Okay. I'm Leslie. Nickname is Lola. My Instagram and YouTube are both Lola Leslie 66, and 66 is a number that pretty much follows me everywhere. It's my birthday. It's been in numerous zip codes. So I actually grew up around motorcycles, but felt like it wasn't for me because I had a hard time keeping up learning with my family. When I dated my husband when we were younger, he was riding dirt bikes, and he tried to teach me on a little tiny YSR, and I got really scared and just gave it up because I actually have a panic attack disorder and an anxiety disorder. So 25 years later, my husband buys a Harley, and I'm sitting on the back of it thinking, I'm going to get bored back here. I want to try to learn how to ride again. And honestly, Doodle, when I found your channel, it was so inspirational. It's so inspirational to me because you're short. I can't get one foot. I can only get one foot down with my bike, and it's lowered as low as it will go. It's a 2021 Zero S, which is an electric motorcycle.
Fun.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Those are fun.
Yeah, you want to try a smooth ride? Come out to California, Doodle.
Woo!
Right.
Oh, yeah, oh my gosh,
I know.
I actually like, I don't think I like mentioned this much anywhere, but I actually just rode your bike last weekend on a demo day for
Zero
like
S?
20 minutes. Yes.
Nice.
Did you love it?
Oh my gosh. It felt so weird. I was like, why is this moving? Why, like, it doesn't seem like it's on.
It's a completely different kind of
so
ride.
fast. It's the
And it's
equivalent
so
of
fast.
150 pounds or foot-pounds of torque.
Yeah, it's crazy for like a little
It's so
bike.
fast. Yeah,
The
it's
best
insane.
thing about it is
Insane.
that it comes with an app, so I took the torque down to 0% when I
Whoa.
first got it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Like you can, so it's like
That's cool.
I'm making it ride like a Honda Rebel while I'm getting used to it. I just got my license
Smart
last
girl.
year, a year ago, right after my 50th birthday. Actually, between Doodle and then my uncle, who was really into motorcycles, was my father, and he had taught my female cousins to ride when they were like literally like 5-6 years old. They were on dirt bikes and motorcycles.
Wow.
And so now I just feel like I'm part of the family tradition. My dad is so proud of me now. And like, so.
And you're back.
And I'm also a registered nurse. I'm a psychiatric nurse. So I just wrote a book called The Zen of Learning to Ride a Motorcycle. It was about how I started applying the habits that I practice on my motorcycle to the rest of my life. And it's like literally changed my life. And it was inspired by like cool women like you guys. So who knows if you wanted an advanced copy? I would love it to give you guys free copies in exchange for an Amazon review.
Aw.
Okay.
That's awesome. Does your dad ride too? Or he's just proud of
He
you?
used to. My first ride was on the back of his, he had a BMW R65 1980. So cool. It's a naked bike. And I think my mother had something to do with why I didn't get to go on more rides, because I was always asking.
Probably. That makes sense.
But yeah,
all right.
it was difficult, but we did it.
Oh, way to go. That's awesome. Mica, you want to go next?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Clearly.
So, hi, I'm Mica. I'm from the Philippines.
Mica, sorry.
And I've only just recently
I'm not
started
Filipino,
riding.
sorry.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I've only started riding last year actually. I bought my bike, Kiwi. I'm not sure it's even known there. Kiwi, it's a 150cc. I bought it. I don't even know how to ride yet. I bought it. I had my cousin help me transport it from the dealership, and I learned to ride. And now I'm in the midst of what do you call this? Circumnavigating or looping the entire country. But
like trying
I've
to
only
figure
done half
out.
of it. No, I'm riding the entire country.
Oh yes, yes.
Nice.
Entire Philippines.
Yeah, but I've only done
Amazing.
half of it because in the middle
Time
of
and
the
money.
pandemic, it's even much more expensive, and there are about 6 ferry points I have to go through, and the fees for the motorcycle is a bit hefty. But yeah, I will do that soon enough.
Yes.
Maybe I'll use my Christmas bonus on that.
Cross my fingers for that bonus for you.
Yes, and yeah, I just started to document it. Actually, I really just wanted to take videos of me doing the motojitsu drills. That's really why that's what I started my channel. And it was
awesome.
I was so jealous when I saw you were training. It's my dream.
He's literally so open about that. Like if you tell him, like if you're in California and you tell him like, hey, I want to train with you, I mean, he'll do it. He does it with anybody who wants to learn.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
and
so
free.
far away.
I know. I know.
Maybe one day it can happen.
Yeah.
That's Moto Jitsu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
the one I watched for almost all of my
Yeah.
starting journey in motorcycling, just learning how to ride. No one, my cousins taught me a bit, but it didn't work. But Moto Jitsu worked. The night before, I watched him. The next day, I rode, and it was fine. I did fine.
Aw, way to
Nice.
go.
It's really
Perfect.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's I mean, y'all know I'm like obsessed with taking classes. Forever. I will always be. And he's like one of the most obsessive riders and instructors I have ever met. Like, I don't think anyone practices as much as he does. And he's like crazy about it. He's like, I will do this no matter what it takes, and I won't eat, I won't sleep, I won't drink water, I won't do anything until I get this. I'm like, oh my God. I mean, I told him, I was like, when I knew he was intense, so I'm like, listen, you can't be mean to me or I will cry. And so it was really nice. It was very, very nice.
I'm fragile.
I know. I was like,
He did a video before, like, was it 25 minutes or an hour just doing figure eights? Like, that's crazy.
He's so
Even do
intense.
one. How am I supposed to
I
do
know.
that?
I know. That's why he's so good at what he does, because he practices
Yeah.
more than anyone I've seen.
Yeah, I actually bought those like colorful markers so I could do the drills myself.
Nice.
But I don't have
That's smart.
I don't have much space, but I will do it eventually.
Way to go. Way to go.
Yeah. Like Doodle, I really want to do as much classes as I can, but there aren't really many available here. I've done one in Honda. There was an intermediate course, and I want to do dirt too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Everything you do is like everything you want to do,
too?
she's doing.
Aw.
No.
I totally
I'll do
get
it
that.
eventually. Yes.
Well, you
There's my
just
goal.
come stay with one of us, and we'll get you a bike, and you can come practice all your classes here. We've got plenty of parking spaces.
My God, that would be the dream, though.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Seriously.
Maybe. Thank you.
Aw.
That's it.
All right, Lisa, you want to go next? Tell us a little bit about yourself, your first bike.
Can you hear me?
And yes, can hear you loud and
Okay,
clear.
good. Sorry. My dog Potatoes was on my lap for a little bit, so he sometimes messes up the
Your dog's
audio.
name is Potatoes?
He's the best, and he loves to go on motorcycles. I wish he would come back now. He loves to ride. So hi everybody. I'm Lisa. I'm from Denver. Well, I live in Denver, Colorado, originally from Massachusetts. And this whole thing is kind of surreal because my brother-in-law tagged me on Doodle's post, and I was like, he's like, you should submit a photo. And I was like, no, that's for like really badass women. Like there's no way I'm doing that. I'm really not that cool. And so I still submitted a photo, like kind of as a joke, and I forgot about it.
It's amazing.
So I've actually only been riding. I'm still on my first bike. I bought a 2017 Iron Sportster 883. And I got my first bike when I was 36. And I had grown up in a family that motorcycling was dangerous. We had lost an uncle back in the 70s. And my dad and his brothers all had rode, and they turned in their bikes immediately after that. So it was never on my radar. And then this pains me to say, but then I dated a guy in 2016 that was like super into motorcycles, and I didn't know anything.
Sucked in.
It's so embarrassing. Like, I have to talk about this guy real quick. And it was very casual. It was like fine. And then I was like, this is amazing. And it was very casual, and we broke up, shortly after a little fling. And I was like, I kind of miss the motorcycles. And I had friends who were like, get your endorsement. You can go buy, like, do it. So I took my class, and then I waited about 6 months because I kind of freaked out, and I was like, I don't think I can do this. I was single at the time and living on my own, and then walked into a dealership one day, and I was like, I'll take this one. And I didn't have a place to put it. I called a male friend of mine, and I was like, can I put my motorcycle in your garage? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, but can you come get it and bring it there? So, and then it just kind of evolved into that. Like he was so sweet. He was like, every day he would call me, and he was like, come here and ride your bike. We'll go around the school parking lot. And I was like, okay. And then it morphed into like kind of, an obsession. And I'm also a short rider. I'm 5'2", and then it, the last, yeah. And it's really come into my now husband. We got married 2 weeks ago. He also rides, and that was like and that was our photo was actually from our engagement session in Moab, and we had emailed a photographer because we said, I was like, I don't want to do cheesy, stupid engagement photos. I'm like, we're both more comfortable on our bikes, and she was like, game in. So the whole, like, this was one of the only shots she caught of me, and it was, he was like getting his bike ready, and she's like, hold on, the light is great, and so it's been amazing and surreal, and like I said, I was so nervous coming on here, and I'm trying to, was it Jen? Who's the sweet introvert? The cute little introvert over there. I was like, I'm an extrovert. And I was like, this is too intimidating. So, and it also, I'm kind of a 9-to-5 rider. I work as a licensed clinical social worker at an eating disorder hospital. So the thing that riding has brought to me is I'm bothered all day long by texts, emails, phone calls. There's lots of crises, and it's the only time where I can turn my phone off and put my helmet on and nobody bothers me. And that's been amazing. So I'm very excited to be here with all of you. That's all.
I love this photo, especially because you're a petite rider, and seeing you off the road. Like, I'm 5'1". I'm like, how'd she put her feet down to do that? I love this photo.
Badass. Yeah.
She did amazing.
Awesome. That's my favorite. Yes. Doodle, I gotta pop off, but before I do, I really wanted to say thank you.
There's Kristen.
Yeah, there's me. I wanted to say thank you because I think there's a common theme here, and a lot of us look up to you for sort of put yourself in the trenches first. And I watched your videos nonstop, and your height inspired me to get going. And so really, we owe you a lot for leading the front on this and including us in this and helping build momentum for real women that ride.
Thank you.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you. I got to head to a magic show.
Thanks for being
fun. It's nice meeting you, ladies.
Nice meeting you.
Great to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Bye, Kristen.
This is a good reason to leave, though.
Yeah.
Magic show.
Okay.
That's the reason.
Pretty much.
Aw. Okay, so
I think I'm pretty much the last one.
Okay.
Well,
who just said that?
I'm me, Diana.
Yeah.
Oh, you're frozen on my screen. I hear you talking, but I don't see you. So I was like, what?
Okay.
Okay. Is she frozen for anybody else?
No, I see perfect audio and video.
Okay, good.
Just lag.
Okay, now I see you moving too. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Wait. Before you go, Diana.
Oh, there.
I just wanted to open up to Allie's question at the bottom.
Yeah.
How many of you ride with your family?
I ride with my boyfriend.
I don't
like family.
Yep.
Well, my husband, my dad, my mom. My mom at 71 still rides her own motorcycle.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Absolutely love that.
Yeah, that is
Robin.
amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wish I could be like that. That's the goal. Yes.
I ride with my husband.
Sorry.
I ride with my husband, but the best part of my story that I wanted to my dad, my family, they have no motorcycles whatsoever. And then when my dad found out he bought a bike, my mom was like, I bought a bike. She said, your father's going to be really upset. And he called me about 2 weeks later, and he was talking really quiet because I think my mom was in the other room. And he was like, hey, Lisa, I'm originally from Massachusetts, so he's kind of got a Boston accent. He's like, hey, I heard you bought a motorcycle. And I was like, yeah, I thought he was going to kill me even at 36. And he was like, that's awesome. That's great. I wish I still rode. It was so cute.
Wow.
Aww.
Love
So
it.
supportive.
I had the same experience
awesome.
with my dad. I thought he was going to, because he's so overprotective. He's the Filipino. So you know how the Filipino fathers are, right?
Yes.
I don't know.
He was
No.
overprotective. And he was like so proud of me, and he bought a calendar.
Oh, wow.
That's really sweet.
That is
Sweet.
Oh, I should have made like a family discount code or something. I made like a model code, but I didn't make that. Aw, that's awesome. Okay, Diana, I'm sorry I cut you off there.
Oh,
I
no,
wanted to
no,
make
no
sure
worries. I just
wanted to make sure I got to Ali's question there.
yeah, I just
okay,
see
so
some questions there.
Yeah.
Does counting with riding with your motor crew family depends on the group
Aw.
that you're with.
Yes.
that is family.
Yeah.
100%.
So there's that. Hi, I'm Diana. I'm actually from New York City. I'm actually probably the only one here that has the smallest bike. So I ride a 2020 Honda Grom. And it's officially here. Yeah, so
I
it's
think
officially
it might be the same size as Mica's actually.
Mine is 150
No,
cc.
Micah's
yeah,
is
your
150.
125cc.
Oh, wow.
Actually, Micah's is 150.
125.
Oh,
Mine is
150.
150.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I have that bike now officially for over a year now, and I actually had the plan of getting licensed before the pandemic, but that threw everything off. So I got licensed much later than anticipated. I've always been fascinated with motorcycles since I was a kid, but the idea of my height being short, that's how I found Doodle on a motorcycle. And really the idea of being on a machine that's really fast is actually the deterrent, because like most friends and family members, I actually didn't tell anybody I bought a bike until I actually had to pick it up.
So
And
many
then I
women
told
do that.
everybody. Yeah, and then they were like, you're going to sell that bike within months, okay? And we're going to get you a car.
Listen, you're gonna dump it, and then you're gonna get rid of it.
Yeah, so I actually still have a bike a year later, and I think people warmed up to the idea that I'm still riding, and I am looking to a second bike now.
Awesome.
Yeah, just to
Awesome.
keep progressing.
Right.
Yep.
And it's really great to actually meet all of you here because of like our backgrounds are really different, but we share a commonality besides riding a motorcycle. It's that we kind of resonate that, it's either our height or we always have this sort of hesitation about trying something in our lives. So I really feel that this is a great community that Doodle's really promoting. So thank you, Doodle, again for doing that.
Well, thanks for being here.
Yeah, no, thank you. This is great.
you.
So that's really my story is how I really decided to get licensed is meeting my very first motorcycle group, which were friends, not people I ride with, at a art reading, poetry opening type of thing. And the weird thing about them, not weird, I think the unique part about them, they build their own bikes. So they're choppers.
Wow.
Not the type of bikes I find myself riding, but they were all choppers. And one guy had like a Ducati Supermoto.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
Amazing.
they were really encouraging about the idea. There's actually all types of bikes for all size.
Yes.
Rides, okay, so I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't think about
You're not
that.
limited.
And that's where my journey began. And then eventually I would find my own little moto collective that they're a welcoming community here for beginner riders / intermediate. Very welcoming. And they're, I'm sure they know about this live stream. So I'll probably mention that. The name
There
of
you
their
go.
group is Cool Club New York. So that's who they
Oh.
are.
Nice.
Yeah.
The cool club.
Yeah, it's out of irony too.
That's a great shot.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
It
you.
really is,
That's
guys.
actually
That's really awesome.
That's 2 weeks after I picked it up from the dealership.
Nice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's taller than you
Go.
expected, isn't it? Did you find
Yeah,
it to be a
yeah.
little taller?
No, it's actually quite comfortable as a height. And to Sean's question, am I a hooligan yet? No, I'm not. I'm not doing stunts or wheelies or burnouts just yet.
He asked that, and then you started talking about art shows and stuff, and I was like, she's definitely not a hooligan if she's talking about like, people at art shows. Doing wheelies into the art show.
I mean, yeah. That would be a nice way to actually walk into any kind of party. Just wheel right in with your motorcycle, just doing burnouts.
There you go.
Small enough.
Quite an entrance.
Yeah, apparently somebody said you could ride over the tops of cars without denting their roofs. I've never tried that. I think I'm pretty light enough to do that.
I'm sure, but why though?
Maybe. How much does a Grom weigh?
Apparently it's around 217. With ABS, it's 225-ish.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. If you guys have
Yeah.
one, it's
The
they're
fastest-
great.
Not in kilos. I can't relate.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
how
I don't know
to-
kilos. Yeah. Sorry.
That seems
Let me pull up
so.
a calculator.
That seems so backwards for me because mine's like whenever especially when I've got her loaded to travel, mine's like over 900 pounds.
Oh,
Wow.
And yes, I
Okay.
can stand her up when I drop her.
nice.
Yeah, that's the important part. Yep.
There's a technique.
There is a technique.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
I drop
it's,
my
you know,
bike more than I can count.
that for me is, you know, because I'm hearing everyone talk about being short, and I think I'm probably one of the tallest ones in this group at 5'6". But even at 5'6",
you
I had to
are.
Amazon.
Well, I had to get the super reach seat and modify the shock angle on my bike so that I could move her and handle her at a stop. And that's Bob. That's my old bike. And even he has a reach
Bike.
seat. But yeah, it's
You have to
part of it's
upgrade.
technique, but part of it's also modifying, finding what works for you, what makes you more comfortable. We can ride anything we want with the right training or the right modifications. It just
That's
what it-
right.
Yep.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Anything.
Preach it.
Yeah, so just, you know, don't be scared to try something. And I'm
Yeah.
fascinated by women who go, oh, I can't take the handlebars. I can't ride. I'm a girl. What am I, a duck?
Oh,
Exactly.
I don't like that answer.
Well, but everyone gets to that point where they find what makes them comfortable, what makes them happy. And some of them never get to that point where they're brave enough to do it. But once you do, it gets in your blood.
It gets pretty addictive. Yeah. And
Yeah,
am I
that's
going to
for
start a Grom gang? No, actually, unfortunately, I might be giving up the bike if I find a second bike. I do love the
You
Grom,
will just
though.
attract hooligans. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I never
Arts
sold
and
my.
hooligans.
Yeah, I never sold Bob. He's in the garage with Scarlett. I got two.
Oh, nice. Oh, Scarlett.
Aww.
it's hard to sell your first few bikes, honestly.
Yeah.
You
You don't
can't.
put them, and then
I get
it's
so
a bond, and
attached.
you're like,
It was
it's
hard.
I'm really
so
attached.
loyal
Yeah.
to you to get rid of it, but I love you.
I sold
Yeah.
mine and almost cried. Oh my God. I was
Yes,
like, wait, I just
see,
need it
the
for a week.
bond.
And he was like, no, it's okay.
Say bye. Say bye. I'm like, I can't say goodbye.
Oh.
Oh,
All
But
right.
the part about being a short rider, I think it's funny when people say, oh, I can't ride because I'm short, or I can't ride because I'm a girl, because I'm 5 foot even, no inches.
oh, girl.
Round it up. Yeah. So when people
Wow.
Way more awesome.
say, when people
Much
say that to
respect.
me, I'm just like, do you see me? Like, I'm a micro person. You can ride if I can. Trust me. So yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I found the
I
best.
don't
boot.
have no excuses anymore.
Yeah,
That's true.
Wow.
I found an
Okay.
actual motorcycle boot. It's I think the brand was Lady GTX, and there's a 2.5-inch lift on them. So I wouldn't even be able to get. I wouldn't even be able to get my 1 foot down. I'm 5'1".
Question is from my fiance, Doodle. Just so you know.
Oh.
Crap. As soon as he gives me the money to buy it.
Oh.
I want a big bike. I want a bagger. If anybody's seen Jess, her wheels, she's been killing the miles on her new bagger. So she's got my brain a thinking I need a bigger bike. I'm not too small for anything. Everybody's inspired me. I can ride
Yeah.
a bagger, I'm sure.
You
But
you can. It's just finding the
Yes.
one that fits you and then modifying if you need
I
it.
know.
We'll
Yeah.
talk
That's
later.
what the heritage is.
Yeah.
We'll talk later. I got some tricks.
Oh,
Yes.
can you share with
Ooh.
all of us?
Well, I mean, the number one thing, especially if you're looking at a Harley, they have it's called a super reach seat. So it's an inch narrow. It drops you an inch and it pushes you forward almost 3. So you're sitting on the tank, but it puts you in a center of gravity. That just makes the baggers easier to handle.
Oh, wow.
And then it's all about the shocks.
All about the
Well,
shot.
while we're actually
All
on
right.
short writing, I'm curious. This is a question for Doodle, since I know she recently trained with Jocelyn Snow, and that's like
Yes.
long-term
Yes.
goal for me,
Yes.
which is
So
speed on an
awesome.
adventure bike. I'm curious.
Oh,
How does Jocelyn Snow actually offer instructions? How do you go about making that connection with
Yes.
how to train?
So
Would you tell
Anonymous, thank you so much for the super chat. Woo, thank you. So how do you go about instruction? Let me pause that.
Sure.
Diana, just to check to make sure that nobody's trying to
Oh,
get.
yeah.
Valeria was trying to get in, but
Yeah.
something
Is her
is
Screen
wrong.
messed up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Or maybe she just walked
I'm gonna
away.
learn in a second. I had that. It's been looking like that for
Yeah.
like
Same
several
here.
Yeah, it looks like it's scrambled.
Gotcha.
connection. Sorts.
Yeah. Okay, so how do you go about training with Jocelyn? She and her riding buddy who also rides, I think, a BMW GS 1250 as well. They built an obstacle
nice.
course in her backyard.
Wow.
Wow.
So she
That's
has
sweet.
she has huge backyard. Like it's basically like an adventure park. And she has a big open field with a big dirt bowl that I'm assuming she built too, and hills that you can like ride on, and then the bowl that you can ride in like a big circle, and then all the obstacles on her land are like really like one like the obstacles are literally cars. Like you can ride over cars on her property. So she has a few cars. She has like what she calls a roller coaster, and it literally looks like a janky roller coaster as you ride on it. The advanced riders ride on it. I did not ride on it the 2 days I was there. It's like a trail of long gnarly crap, like a ladder and like I don't even know, a bunch of stuff that looks like she found in a junkyard and put it together into a trail, and then there's like a little like bridge made of pallets. There are bridges made of tires. There's a sand pit, and there's a gravel pit, and there's a large rock pit, and there's like a pile of logs, like a whole bunch of obstacles to just practice riding on.
Oh, nice.
In addition to just practicing like the slow speed stuff as well. Thank you, DeBeard. DeBeard sent another super chat. So, does that answer your question?
Yeah.
All
I've just
right.
been very curious about where that course is.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
I can't wait to show you all the videos. In a couple months.
Yeah, I'm
Hi,
looking forward to
Anna.
it. Hello.
Anna, from Riding Pandas.
Yeah, hi.
On. Anna is I think she's Miss January. I can't remember now, but
Anna,
Anna
I
just
think
hopped on.
in July.
Yeah.
Oh, you're July.
Yeah, I think so. Sorry, I'm really ashamed because I'm Italian, and so my English is really bad. Sorry.
No.
My English
That's
is
okay. Hey, I speak Italian, but it's really bad. Mi parla
Wow.
bene, ma così.
That's really cool.
See, bad Italian. So you'll be fine.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, I think everyone is given their intro, right? Said who they are, what you ride, and a little bit, right? Okay. So Anna, I think you're next up then to just say your name and your where you can be found, your channel. Free play PP says your English sounds just fine, Anna.
Thank you so much. Okay, I'm Anna. I'm from Italy, and currently I'm in Mexico. I'll be in California on Monday. So if you girls are nearby.
Yeah, come on, I'm in California.
Yeah. We should meet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want
I'm
to be
riding.
in California right now.
Yeah. So actually,
Eric.
Sorry.
I just said hi, Eric. He just popped in the chat. Eric
So-
is the reason I was late today. Eric is the reason. I was riding with him, and we were making videos, and I just lost track of time. And then I was on the bike, and Eric's the reason I'm late today. I blame Eric. He's a videographer. He makes beautiful content, and yeah. So, anyways, sorry, Anna.
It's all his fault.
It's okay. And long story short, 1.5 years ago, I bought my first motorcycle, Himalayan, and I just fell in love with this kind of bike because I went with my husband in Nepal 3 years ago, I think, and we rented one Royal Enfield, like classic one, like yeah, but from the 70s. It was from the 70s. The actual real one. And now that's cool. my bike now. And I started riding one and a half year ago. So in the middle of the pandemic, in Italy, it was really bad at the moment. And we shipped our bikes on May the 1st, 6 months ago, to Mexico because we wanted to do like Pan American, something like that. And so we are riding together, and we have a YouTube channel. It's in Italian, but we put subtitles too. So we are riding pandas, and also on Instagram you can find us there. And the idea is going south, but we changed a little bit the idea because they are reopening from the land borders. So we are thinking about a little bit of detour in California to visit the parks, and then that's why we are traveling with 2 bikes. The first idea was doing the Silk Road with 1 bike, because one day, some years ago, he just asked me, "What's your big dream in your life?" And I replied, "Going with my Vespa." I was riding a Vespa. Riding with my Vespa to Asia from home, like direct. And it was me just going with his motorcycle. And after traveling together with his motorcycle, just sitting on the back, I think for 2 years, I just said, "Oh, I'm getting bored of this. I just want to ride this." So we tried sharing it, but he's riding a BMW 850, so it was really, really big for me and heavy. I just tried to understand how many feet I'm tall. So in meters, I'm 160, so I'm 5.2. I'm short.
Okay.
I'm short.
5 short as well.
We should have included our height in our names.
Yeah, no lie, right?
Oh wow! You know that would be kind of cool, actually.
I think I'm the smallest one.
I think I would be the dorky kid in the back.
And also, in 2017, my mom got sick and she had cancer, and she passed away 1 year ago. But during this period of time I spent with her, I wanted really to spend this last time with her. Yeah, she was a great traveler, and she was scared about bikes. But when I said her that I wanted to ride from home to Asia, she was just like, "Wow! If you want to do it for me, do it for us, do it together, just like this."
I thought she was going to say no.
So we spent our last years together, but she knew that we will be riding our bikes. And we changed plans because the land borders of Asia, Central Asia, Europe and Central Asia are still closed, and they will remain still closed for a long time, I think. But Mexico was open from Italy. USA will open on Monday. And so
very strategic.
We changed our plans, but the idea is riding. And in this picture, I think it's one of the very first moments in which I rode off-road. We were in
Oh,
the
amazing.
desert.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. I fell a few times. I fell, but it's good.
It's okay. Pick it up and go again.
I'm enjoying.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah. So if anybody is in California, let's chat again. Let's
Yes.
organize a meeting. Yeah.
Please,
Man, I wish
I
I was
would
in Cali.
love to. I would love to connect with you and ride when you're here.
Yeah, cool.
Yes. Robin.
What part of California are you going to be in? Which part?
We are riding. Actually, we will go right north on Monday. So we'll be arriving in San Francisco area, and we will stay there, like volunteering, working for a while, and then we will be exploring the south.
You're going to be riding
like-
very close to me.
Okay, where are you?
Santa Barbara, California, right on the coast.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll text you.
Yes,
I have
please
to text
do. Yay!
What's your Instagram account? I don't remember.
Robin the Lady Biker.
Perfect. I'll
Yeah.
text you.
Yeah, it's also in the
Thank you.
video description. Yeah, I see everybody's like
Yeah.
username
I
and
have
channels.
to check because I have I don't remember the names, but now I remember the faces.
Oh,
so I
true,
have to
true.
connect the names to the faces. That's why.
Word. Yeah.
I'm in Los
Yeah,
Angeles.
we were
if
in.
you go through.
Yeah, of course. We were in New York last week, actually. It's a
You
bit
were in New
mixed.
York and then you're in Mexico? What?
Wow.
Yeah, but we
Wow.
because we have friends there, and we didn't know they will open the land border, so we took a flight just to say hi to these friends that we didn't see for a while. So we were there.
Awesome.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm totally jealous you guys are able to ride right now. It is so cold here. I'm counting down the days. I'm like, if I
Really?
just put one more layer on, I can totally make it.
Yeah.
But it's getting chilly at
Actually,
least.
too cold.
Oh, you're in New Jersey?
Where are you? Oh.
Well, Jersey and New York,
Jersey.
it's getting chilly up here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you're doing
Yeah.
it.
Layers and layers
Yeah.
until it's impossible, and then I stop riding.
No heated
gear?
I don't have heated gear yet. No.
I don't either. I should have just financed it when I got the bike because it was an option, and I was like, I don't need heated gear. I'm fine.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Oh.
then duly noted. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
heated handle grips. Next up.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the
Yes.
first
Oh, yeah.
modification I put on my bike.
Oh, really? See, I went for
grips.
the exhaust first. I was like, I want it to sound cool, and now I'm like, I need a windshield and better gloves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good gloves.
Priority.
Help a lot.
Duly noted.
Yeah, the
Growing
coldest.
up. Part of the growing up.
No, go ahead.
Oh, that's it. That's all I'll say. I was like, it's part of. It's like growing up. It's like you're maturing. Like you want to sound cool at first and look cool, and then you're like, I just want to stay warm and keep the wind off.
Practical.
I just want to be
upgrades.
comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, I want to look
Personally,
cool and have fun, and now I'm like, I would like to have fun while at a reasonable temperature.
Yeah, freezing to death.
Yeah, I'm seeing Sean's comment. I haven't. Yes, stunting keeps me warm. It's really involved. So.
Keeps me warm.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So I think someone may be trying to get in, but I'm not. And that might have been Valeria, whose thing wasn't working again. But I can't get her in. So Valeria, if you're watching, I'm so sorry, but
Is it
wasn't working
is there
for her. She was
is there
always
room
static.
limit, or is she having a trouble passing the
There
screen?
is
Screen?
there is a room limit, but before when I got her when she was in, it was like a static screen. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like it was
right.
it looked
That's
like
what that was her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So if anyone needs to.
Oh, she just messaged us.
Yeah.
Oh, she did. What? Is it
Yeah,
you?
my phone
I
wasn't
am
working.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, late. Not too bad.
Where did you see that message?
Side
In
chat.
the group chat.
I think it's in the YouTube chat,
Yeah.
not the restream
Oh,
chat.
okay. Okay. I'm looking in restream, so there's a bit of a lag there. Okay.
Yeah.
X2 says, add more chairs, Doodle. I know, right? Oh, yeah, I see her now. Here I am. My phone wasn't working. Okay. Okay. And if anyone else is trying to get in, please write in the side chat, and then I'll talk about it. Okay. So right now, anybody else? Y'all want to talk about maybe what your dream bike is? Anyone want to chime in there? Anyone has a dream bike?
My dream bike is a Honda Rebel because I'm going to keep my sport bike because I want the best of both worlds. But the Rebel, it fits me. And I really can't describe it. So that's definitely my dream bike. I have to custom it in red like my current baby. There she is. Like her, it has to be the same red. I love that color red. So if I get a Rebel, it has to have that accent.
Fierce red.
I loved my Honda Rebel. I was so distraught. If it wasn't a 250, I would have absolutely kept it.
Yeah.
But definitely a good choice.
Thank you.
Oh, nice.
That is actually what I want to get next. I want the 1100. The new 1100 Honda Rebel.
Nice, yes.
Yeah, I really want that. I'm not getting
yeah.
rid of my electric bike, but that's going to be my next bike.
Yeah, that 1100 is nice.
I want a lowrider S, the rude one specifically, and then many mods because I have short little T-Rex arms and legs. You know, lots of modifications, lots of money. That's why I was like, I don't know if I would purchase a newer, nice bike.
Are bike
I'd rather
prices
buy like a
easy there?
Heritage that's
Bike prices here? Not really.
Yeah.
Not at this moment. It's very limited. So
For me, it's like
pretty high.
a one-time. If I'm gonna buy something big displacement, I think it would be once in a lifetime. Unless I make it big. It tends to be really expensive.
Yeah.
I think everything's really expensive right now. I was looking on like Facebook Marketplace because I wanted to get like an old Honda. Not that I have a place to put it or the skills to put one together, but I want like a vintage cafe bike. So I'm like, okay, get the garage, then get the bike. But I'm always scouring, even New York City's Facebook Marketplace, Philly's Facebook Marketplace, to see like what can I scheme of what my next project bike's gonna be.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's not so much a different bike. I'm actually looking at taking an adventure course and adding maybe a BMW GS to my stable of bikes.
That's really my dream. That's what I want. Actually, that's why I watched Jocelyn Snow.
Oh my gosh, those are beautiful bikes.
Yeah. When choosing my bike, I tend to look at the seat height first. Like I look at
seat height and weight.
Yeah. Before I even look at anything else, but it looks cool. The specs are nice, but no, let's not get excited. Let's look at the seat height first. But I was really inspired by Doodle, your video of you taking your bike back to stock height, because I was planning to get the Himalayan. That was my dream bike before.
I'm short too, so you should try.
I
had
feel
to
so
make
heavy.
it I don't know how to say it. Yeah.
Just the combination of the height and the heft of the bike just feels intimidating. But yeah, I think I plan to trim it down to a lower height.
Yeah.
But
I
after seeing your video, you did it? And I'm 5'3.5". Let's not forget the half. It's so heavy.
I'm 5'2", so I don't know. Yeah, I think that you can do it. You can do it. I'm perfectly fine. The only problem is sometimes when you do really hard off-road, but I don't know if you want to do it, but it happened to me kind of by mistake. Because we were riding in Baja California and it was like sandy desert at one time, and like this, but it's okay. So you can
wasn't it
you can do
slipping
it,
all over the place?
Yeah, a little bit.
But now I'm gunning for the Triumph just announced its Triumph Tiger Sport 660. I think it's
Yes.
better fit for me because I don't do off-road that
That'll be
much,
perfect.
but so it's more on-road, more road-oriented,
Yeah.
but a bit of off-road. And also, I checked the lower seat height. So they have a low seat.
Important.
So at
Important.
least I
Yes.
can get accustomed to the weight because my bike is really kind of, what do you call this? I'm sorry.
Top
My English
heavy.
is slipping. Yeah, it's really light relatively. It's about
Yeah.
I think 200 pounds,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
108 kilos. So it's a big jump. It's like
Yeah.
it's more than twice. That's
Mhm.
so the lower seat height would really help. But
Yeah,
And
my
I just
bike.
want to pause a second. Sorry, ladies, to interrupt. I just want to pause. Valeria's been trying to get in,
Yeah.
but we are at max of 10. So I am
Oh.
so sad. All right, if someone wants to hop off. All right, thank you,
Yeah.
Beth,
Bye.
for being
Thank
such
you.
You guys. Nice meeting you.
Bye,
I'm
Beth.
sure I'll
Yeah,
meet you in
likewise.
person at some
And
point.
before Beth leaves, I'm gonna show her picture
It's a great
that
pic.
is in the
I
calendar.
love that.
Whoops. Let me put it back. Oops, I lost
That
it.
was a fun one. That was the year before
Yeah.
last at the Mansfield prison. I don't know if anybody's seen the Shawshank Redemption
Oh.
before, but
Oh.
yeah,
Yes.
there's a creepy prison to went to. So that was a YouTube video. So if anybody's bored, go check it. Yeah.
Oh,
All right, guys,
cool.
bye. Have a lovely night.
Great meeting
Peace out,
you.
everybody.
Yeah.
bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
I'm also going to hop off shortly after this, but I definitely want to add that
Okay.
top heavy bikes is really my challenge, but the dream bike is eventually to get to an ATV bike, adventure bikes. And but there's a part of me that wants to do gymkhana, moto gymkhanas.
Oh yeah.
And I guess this is where the
that sounds
Grom
really
comes
cool.
in. The Logan part
Yes.
comes in. I really would love to do that kind of exercise, but right now the confidence level for that kind of level of precision riding is really, really not up there yet.
It's really
but
hard.
yeah,
wanna
it looks
take
hard,
practice
but
on
I
that.
feel like I could do it if I really have everything mentally prepared and the bike prepared for that kind of work.
I'm sure you
So-
can do it.
Yeah, long-term goals though, eventually a venture bike. But I will leave it at that. But it's a pleasure to meet you all. Thank you, Doodle, for organizing this.
Yes.
But I would love to stay connected with you all after this.
Would love it.
Have a good night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, take care.
Hi, Diana.
Bye, everyone.
And now we've got Valeria just hopped on.
Hi.
Valeria.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Perfect. So it's only me missing with the presentation.
So I'm trying to screen share, but it keeps showing black. Does it look black to you guys?
No.
No, we can see you.
No.
Oh, it
No, we can
do?
see her.
Oh, you can? Okay, so I'll leave it right there.
Yeah.
It's black for me for some reason. Okay, so Valeria is month Miss December, right?
Yes.
On the calendar?
It's
Yes,
so
so Valeria,
fitting.
if you just want to.
That was easy
know,
with
right?
the snow.
Yes, I did that on purpose.
You're another Italian, right?
Yes,
You're
I am.
Italian, right?
Yes, I am.
Ciao.
Ciao.
It's
The
the middle of the night, right?
We've got two Italians here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lord help us.
but I'm in Italy,
I
so
want-
it's very late for me.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Wow,
I can
yeah.
imagine.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say
So-
hi to Valeria, so because I have to go too. So
Okay.
so I should
Bye,
say
Anna.
hi to
Ciao,
Valeria
Anna.
together.
Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao. And thank you so much, Doodle. Thank you for the opportunity. It was so great. It's amazing. It's really
I'm
amazing.
so glad you're here and you're in it, and you have such a beautiful story. And
Thank
I'm happy
you.
to share
Thank
it.
you for thank you for letting me be myself sharing it. Thank you so much because
Thank
it's
you.
such an inspiration because when I saw your video first and I heard your story about telling your mom that you were writing and
Oh yeah.
the issues telling your parents and stuff. So I thought,
You've been
okay,
watching a long
maybe
time
I
then.
just have 6 months. 6 months, but I rewatched the
Aw.
other.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
get so embarrassed when people do that.
Yeah, I love doing this. And so I said to myself, I just have to be myself. The long story short, that I wrote another introduction for the calendar, but in the end, I kept reading it, and I said, no, I should change it because it's not the real me. So I wrote Doodle again, and thank you so much for letting me be me.
Oh,
So I
I'm glad
should
you
say
did
bye.
that.
Yeah, I should say bye because I should go now, and
Okay.
hope to get in touch to you ladies soon and meet you in
Yes.
person somehow.
Maybe this week.
All right.
Thank you again. Yeah.
Or maybe in Italy
Everyone
sometime.
is meeting up.
Also.
Ciao Anna. Buon viaggio.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Grazie. Ciao.
Man,
Bye
I'm
bye.
jealous with everyone in Italy. I have an Italian bike and I can't get anything for it because I'm in New Jersey and I'm like, I want to go to a Ducati shop in Italy so bad and get all the swag.
Well,
So Valeria, I think we didn't let you do your intro, huh?
yes,
So
very shortly.
you just wanna
Yes.
if you would just want to say like who you are, what you ride, a little bit about you.
Yes, just a few words. I am Valeria, and I got my license just last February.
Wow.
And I am so
I didn't realize that.
yeah.
With all the countries you've ridden through.
Wow.
Yeah. In the middle of the lockdown, I decided this crazy thing, and I took my license, and I am so lucky that I am at my second motorcycle. I started with first with a Moto Guzzi V7. So I started with a pretty heavy one, but it was good because later on it was easier. And then I think my dream bike for now, but I am changing my mind lately, and it is that one. It's called River Song, and it's a BMW 750 GS. It's actually 853 cc. And I've been a back warmer for many years, so I was already used to long motorcycle travel. Yeah. And I was very happy with that. But once, it was last year, we went to like a motorcycle exhibition, an expo in Brussels, and I started sitting on motorbikes, and then I started to think that maybe I love to sit as a pilot in the bike. So and then I started to grow this dream, and in last February, as I said, I got my license, and I'm so happy I did that because it's been amazing since then, because we started traveling like immediately. February is yesterday, and the Moto Guzzi was not good because it's not meant for very long rides, like the Ducati Scrambler, I guess. So I had, I know the feeling in your back. So I had to change it, and I think I found my perfect bike for now. Because some days ago I tried my husband's bike, which is another GS, but the 1250 Adventure, the big one, and I tried it. I was so intimidated because it's like an elephant. It's so big.
Huge.
It's huge, yes. But incredibly, once I was on top of it, it was lighter than mine. It's incredible. You have to try it because it's balanced in a different way. So maybe, I don't know, in the future, not the big adventure one, but maybe I could, since you were talking about your dream bike, maybe the 1250 standard GS could be my next one. Who knows?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. And Renew 59, I wanted to get his question, or her, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
How many bikes would you keep if you had the money and space? Oh, wait, before you answer that, so we are at 1 hour. So if anyone needs to go, you are released. And if not, you are dismissed. And if not, we can just keep chatting if you want.
Well, I'll
probably go
answer
for
because I
another
need
10
to.
minutes.
I need to take my dogs for a walk. They're starting to give me
All
the
right.
stink eye. I would probably have 4. Right now, I actually have 2 because I have a KX85 dirt bike, which is like actually for a kid, but you know, I'm 5'1", and then I have, as we see in the picture here, my Zero, and I really want to get the Honda Rebel, the 1100. I really want the DCT because I love the automatic transmission on my bike. I really do. You don't have to worry about the friction zone, like when you're dealing with complicated things. So, but I also really want a cafe racer, like a classic style. Yeah, exactly. Like the other Jersey girl.
An electric cafe?
Yeah, let's do it.
racer?
Yeah. I wish they had an electric. I keep saying, you guys need to make a cruiser. But so I would have
You
at
get
least 4.
the Honda Matic. The Honda Matic could be cafe'd out, and it's like just 2.
Those are they're old, right? They're not making those anymore. Yeah.
No, it would be a like an old cafe'd out bike, but it would be cool.
But before I get off, and Doodle watched my video, so she knows about this. The thing you really have to watch out with the automatic transmission is, you know, heaven forbid you grab your brake a little too hard and you hit the throttle, the bike's gonna go. And I ended up on the ground so many times, and it happened so fast. I was like, "What? How did I end up on the ground?" Because I just barely, like, I was grabbing the brake too hard when I was learning, hitting the throttle, and then whoop, was just like doing a 360. It was scary. I didn't want to get on my bike for the longest time.
That's terrifying.
It was terrifying, but
that would be
scary.
scary.
My husband, he taught me the wet noodle. You know, when you got to keep your just one finger on there. So I'm just really conscious of closing the throttle when I'm hitting the brake now. But other than that, I love the automatic transmission. But this is the highlight of my week too. Thank you so much for inviting me on. And you know, and
glad you could come.
So excited. Thanks, ladies. Stay in touch.
Bye.
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 Bye, Leslie. Bye.
Yeah, like you were saying, the Ducati's definitely not good for long distance. I took it down to Shenandoah on a bout of like adrenaline, and now you're right, like the back hurts. So I think an adventure bike would be really, really cool and a little bit more practical for the longer distance trips. I definitely am still gonna be obsessed with my Italian bike, so I'm gonna keep her all the time and see how long I can go without it hurting. But I would say 3 bikes: this bike, an adventure bike, and then my cafe'd out 80s Honda that I will find.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Anyone else want to answer that question?
Well, I know.
I would say 3. I would have, of course, the sports bike that I have now. Then I would have the 1100 Rebel. And then I actually want a Grom because they just look like so much fun. And in Chicago, Brian 636 has Mini Mondays. And it's just a bunch of Groms on the street. So I would love to do that.
Yeah. For me, I think because I have my 2, my Fat Boy, which is also a family bike, which I've got that story up on my channel. That one, it would take something significant for me to ever sell that bike. And of course, Road King, that she was like, when I saw her, the heavens had opened and the lights shone down and the angels were singing and she was mine. I'm really looking at potentially adventure bike. That one is still trying to get in and figure if that's a direction that I should go or not. But my husband just started talking a few months back, and now I'm kind of like about finding a really old, like a 40s, 50s, no newer than the 60s,
Simon.
but an old Indian and restoring it. Now that would be an amazing thing to do, and then have that really vintage, gorgeous bike.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and then of course he has his Road King, and he's definitely looking at a BMW. So we would need a really big garage.
Yeah, our garage right now, we basically play Tetris anytime I get a second bike to like maybe borrow or review.
Yeah.
It's pretty cramped in there. 2-car garage right now. There are 2 bikes in it.
Oh no,
I'm ready for just
our
a garage for bikes.
Yeah, our entire we have to park our cars on the street because our garage is
Oh, you
full of
park
bikes.
I kind of
Oh,
love that
nice.
though.
Cody loves his car. He loves his BRZ. He is not parking that baby outside. It's a big- I park my Honda Fit outside though sometimes. I'm like, you don't need to be inside. It doesn't matter. Sometimes. All right. Any KLR riders here? That's a specific question. Oops, that's the wrong one that I highlighted. No.
Sorry,
Does anyone
Mike.
ride a KLR? Sorry, Mike. As far as bikes, how many bikes I would like? I don't think I answered that question. I like the idea of having one for like every purpose. So like a dirt bike, an adventure bike, maybe a track bike, and then my bike that I have right now for the mountains, and then maybe like something like a mini bike to mess around on too.
Yeah.
So maybe that's like 5 bikes that I can think of right now. Yeah, that'd be great. And then a nice big garage to fit them all.
Yeah.
That's a lot of maintenance too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I try to think more
yeah.
practical. I think that one is enough. I try to get the best one, and that's enough.
The crazy thing
do
is,
you do your
Sorry.
the crazy thing is not so much the maintenance. It's you walk out and it's like, which bike do I take today?
That is actual goals though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sounds great. Oh, Anthony, thanks so much for the super chat. Thank you, Anthony. Pair characters stretching his arm forward, raising his thumb up. What? What does that mean? Does anyone know what that means?
I think it's
What are
a
you saying,
description of like an emoji.
Yeah.
I think it's describing the emoji.
Yeah.
I think he's doing this.
Oh. Robert Vincent, no bagger. Oh, well, I did say cruiser, so actually I don't think so, because, and I will tell you why, Robert. Because I think I like adventure bikes more. They do the similar thing that a bagger does, which is being able to take you on long trips and pack up. But you can also go off-road and on gnarly roads, which I like having that option. So that's why.
Yeah.
James asked a question. Robin, you may be the only one that can answer that, right?
Oh, about how do you keep the gas fresh in multiple bikes?
Yeah.
I've put 30,000 miles on one bike in less than 2 years. I ride all the time. I mean, even when I go to,
you've got a country rider here.
Yeah. And even though I teach yoga, whenever I'm going to teach, I strap my yoga mat to my luggage rack and go. So I'm walking in and it's like I'm pulling off all of my gear and everyone's like, you're the instructor? Yeah.
Cool. You're a cool lady.
Yeah. So it's keeping it fresh. It's about riding. If you're not doing that though, there's stabilizers you can put in the fuel for that I know a lot of people use whenever they're storing extended period of time during the winter. So that's probably your two best options is just run them or put stabilizer in it or drain the fuel.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know how to do that. All right, ladies. So I'm gonna end it at 8:30. I went like 30 minutes over. And so everybody, thank you for being here. If you had any last words, any last where you can be found, I did link to everybody in the description. So if everyone has an Instagram, so I linked to all their Instagrams. If they have a YouTube channel, I linked to that too. If you want the calendar that all these ladies are in, that's linked down below too. And ladies, any last? Oh, Mica, here you go. You left and then you got back. I don't know if you heard me say that, but
sorry, my phone died.
Oh no!
And just as when you were saying that we can leave, no, I didn't mean to.
well, we can stay.
It looks so weird. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back now.
If anyone has any anything that they really wanted to say, or if there are any questions that anyone wanted to ask. Otherwise,
I'm blown away by how many amazing women are in our community that are writers, whether it's been 2 months or 20 years. The female of this writing community, proven other women that have been on this live stream, is phenomenal. And ladies, hats off, y'all are amazing.
You are too.
You too.
You are too.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, ladies, for sharing your beautiful stories and your pictures, so I could feature you in the calendar. And thank you, everybody, chat, for showing up and asking your questions and participating and all that stuff. So,
and thank you so much for
Thank
being
you, Doodle, for your
featured.
work.
It's such an honor. Coming from you,
Thank
it's
you
really
all.
such an honor.
Oh,
It
y'all
is. It really
are
is.
awesome. I'm so glad you're here.
You're like my model, my model writer. Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure. I better make sure I do a good job.
No, just being you is enough, I think.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Goodbye.